Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most captivating stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the incomparable Phil Hartman, a comedic genius whose untimely passing left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. From his breakout roles on Saturday Night Live to his iconic characters in The Simpsons, Phil Hartman's impressive body of work continues to inspire laughter and admiration from audiences around the world. As we explore the life and legacy of this beloved comedian, let's begin at the beginning. Philip Edward Hartman was born on September 24, 1948, in Brantford, Ontario, Canada, a charming city nestled in the heart of the Grand River Valley, where the picturesque streets lined with historic homes and quaint shops were the perfect backdrop for a childhood filled with imagination and creativity. His parents, Doris and Rupert Hartman, were high school sweethearts who instilled in their son a strong sense of curiosity and a passion for the arts. The Hartman family, which included Phil's three siblings, John, Paul, and Nancy, lived in a cozy home on Willowdale Avenue, surrounded by the warmth and comfort of a close-knit community. Growing up in Brantford during the 1950s and 1960s was a unique experience, with the city undergoing significant changes as it transitioned from a small town to a thriving industrial center. The Hartman family was part of this transformation, with Rupert working as a manager at the local Uniroyal factory, while Doris dedicated herself to raising their 4 children. This stable and loving environment allowed Phil to develop his creativity, often spending hours drawing cartoons and creating humorous stories. Phil's early education took place at Grace Anglican Church Sunday School, and later at Brantford Collegiate Institute, where he excelled in art and developed a passion for comedy, inspired by the likes of Bob Hope and Red Skelton. His high school years were marked by a strong sense of camaraderie, with Phil often performing in school plays and talent shows, showcasing his impressive comedic skills. After graduating from Brantford Collegiate Institute in 1967, Phil moved to Toronto to study graphic design at the Ontario College of Art, where he honed his artistic talents and began to explore the city's vibrant comedy scene. It was during this time that Phil met his future wife, Gretchen, a talented comedian and writer, who would become his partner in both life and art. The couple's shared passion for comedy and creativity sparked a romance that would last a lifetime. As we delve into the early life of Phil Hartman, it becomes clear that his upbringing, creative influences, and personal relationships all contributed to the development of his remarkable talent. With his quick wit, charming personality, and dedication to his craft, Phil was poised to make a lasting impact on the world of comedy. His formative years in Brantford and Toronto provided him with a strong foundation, instilling in him a sense of confidence and creativity that would serve him well as he embarked on his professional journey. Phil's professional journey began in the 1970s, when he moved to Los Angeles to pursue a career in comedy and graphic design. He started out as a freelance artist, creating album covers for bands like Poco in America, while also performing stand-up comedy at local clubs. It was during this time that Phil developed his unique brand of humor, which blended witty observations with clever characterizations. In 1986, Phil landed a spot on Saturday Night Live, where he quickly became known for his impressive impersonations of celebrities like Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, and Frank Sinatra. His characters, such as the unfrozen caveman lawyer and the anal retentive chef, became instant classics, showcasing his incredible range and versatility as a comedian. One of Phil's most memorable moments on SNL came when he played the role of Troy McClure, a washed-up actor who hosted a series of cheesy educational videos. This character not only showcased Phil's comedic talents, but also demonstrated his ability to create fully realized, three-dimensional characters that audiences love. In addition to his work on SNL, Phil also began to make a name for himself in the world of animation. He provided voices for several popular cartoons, including The Simpsons, where he played the lovable but bumbling Troy McClure, as well as Lionel Hutz, the show's resident lawyer and all-around sleaze. Phil's work on The Simpsons earned him numerous awards and nominations, including multiple Emmys for outstanding voice-over performance. His characters became an integral part of the show, and his contributions to the series are still widely celebrated today. As Phil's career continued to soar, he began to take on more ambitious projects. He co-created and starred in the popular sitcom News Radio, which ran from 1995 to 1999 and developed a cult following. The show's success was due in large part to Phil's incredible comedic talents, as well as his ability to create complex, relatable characters that audiences loved. Throughout his career, Phil Hartman was known for his generosity, kindness, and dedication to his craft. He was a true artist, always pushing himself to new heights and exploring new ways to make people laugh. As his friend and colleague Jon Lovitz once said, "Phil was the most talented guy I've ever met. He could do anything: draw, write, act, sing. He was just a genius." From his breakout success on Saturday Night Live to his beloved characters in The Simpsons, Phil left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. In the late 1990s, Phil's personal life began to unravel. He had been married twice before, and his third marriage to Bryn Hartman was marked by turmoil and infidelity. The couple had 2 children together, Sean and Bergen, but their relationship was strained, and they frequently argued about finances, career goals, and parenting styles. Despite his professional success, Phil struggled with feelings of inadequacy and depression. He had always been a perfectionist, and the pressure to constantly perform and produce comedy had taken a toll on his mental health. He began to self-medicate with alcohol and prescription medication, which further exacerbated his problems. Tragically, on May 28, 1998, Phil's life came to a sudden and devastating end. His wife, Bryn, shot and killed him in their home before taking her own life. The news of Phil's death sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, and fans around the world mourned the loss of a brilliant comedian and talented artist. In the aftermath of Phil's death, his friends and colleagues remembered him as a kind, generous, and incredibly talented individual. Jon Lovitz, who had worked with Phil on Saturday Night Live, said, "Phil was like a brother to me. We would talk about our lives, our careers, and our families. He was a wonderful guy, and I miss him every day." Despite the tragic circumstances of his death, Phil's legacy continues to inspire laughter and admiration from audiences around the world. His work on Saturday Night Live, The Simpsons, and News Radio remains some of the most iconic and beloved comedy of all time. His characters, such as Troy McClure and Lionel Hutz, continue to delight new generations of fans, and his influence can be seen in many modern comedians who have followed in his footsteps. As we reflect on Phil Hartman's life and career, it's clear that he was a complex and multifaceted individual, full of contradictions and paradoxes. He was a brilliant comedian, but also a struggling artist, a loving father and husband, but also a troubled soul. Despite his flaws and imperfections, Phil left an indelible mark on the world of comedy, and his legacy will continue to inspire and entertain audiences for years to come. In conclusion, Phil Hartman's life was a testament to the power of creativity, perseverance, and talent. His tragic death was a shock to us all, but his work and legacy live on, reminding us of the importance of living life to the fullest, pursuing our passions, and never giving up on our dreams. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Phil Hartman's life and career. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.